Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Miss Monificent here. I'm glad you guys could join me. So I really appreciated that you guys, a lot of you guys liked my pendant light DIY. So I decided to make something, to make another alternative to it, where you still won't need any wiring or any electricity. And this way, if you don't want to put it up over your head or to have to push those push button lights, I decided to create something that you can use, that all you have to do is just pull the switch. So here, right here, you guys, I have created another light, another Dollar Tree DIY light, and all the items that I used are from the Dollar Tree, minus a couple of things. So I just thought this was an awesome way to get some lighting. And if you guys would like to see how I created this, then you guys just keep on watching. Alright you guys, the supplies I'm going to be using is this plunger from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using one of these portable LED lights that requires 3 AAA batteries. This over-the-door hook. I'm going to be using this wooded wall art that is 6 inches all the way around. One of these Vase. My E6000. Dollar Tree's painter's tape. These fasteners here that come in the pack of 8, a couple of wood screws, my hammer, and near the end my hot glue gun. I also forgot to mention I'm going to be using my electric drill and these drill bits. Okay you guys, the first thing that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking my over-the-door hook. What I'm going to attempt to do is, if you guys can see, there is a this piece right here. I'm going to try to take my hammer. That is what you're going to need the hammer for. This is probably the only part of the DIY you're going to need your hammer for. But I'm going to try to see if I can knock this piece loose from here, because it's only just welded right there and there. So I'm going to try to beat that off, and then we'll see how that goes, and then I'll come back to you guys if I was successful. Okay you guys, I successfully disconnected the pieces. I did have to go in with a flathead screwdriver and kind of wedge it in between the two, and then take the hammer and beat the top of the screwdriver, and that took a little minute, but I was successful. Now I can set this aside because I'm not using this piece right here. This is the piece that I need. Okay, so now I'm going to take my plunger and I'm going to take this bottom piece off. I don't need this piece. Okay, I've removed the sticker from my plunger handle, and now this is the two things we're going to be working with. This is the hook, the over-the-door hook, and then the plunger handle. And I'm going to take my tool bit kit here, and I'm going to try to find the size that is best, matches the size of the handle, the over-the-door hook. My 732 seems to be about that size. Okay, so I'm going to place that in my drill, because what I want to attempt to do is I'm going to drill a hole straight through here at an angle, because I want for this to go through like that. Okay. Okay guys, I am going to zoom in so you guys can see this. So I've created my hole right there. So it goes in one way at an angle. It's more up that way, and then down there. Now that we've done that, we've created our hole, we're going to set that aside. Excuse me. Now that we've done that, now that we've created our hole at the top, now we're going to take our little Dollar Tree wood plaque and we're going to take the bottom end of our plunger and we want to find the center of the plaque. You may want to use your measuring tape or your ruler here. Yeah, you may want to take your measuring tape here, your ruler, to kind of find the center. I'm just eyeballing it, you guys. A lot of times when I do these projects, I just really be hoping that you guys kind of just get the gist of what I'm doing. Just get the gist of what I'm doing. Like I said, yeah, you may want to have a measuring tape here and a ruler. And I'm going to take this screw. I'm not really sure what size this is. I want to say that this is an inch screw. And I like these drywall screws because these wood screws, drywall screws, because they have these really pointed tips on them, so it makes it very easy to use. Okay, so I have my hole started in there, and you guys can see there is this screw sticking out. I want to take the bottom of my plunger and I just want to make sure that I get this in right at the middle. So what I'm going to do is just take another screw the same size and kind of just do a slight little pre-drill just in the middle of this bottom of this mop. I don't want to try to go too far. I'm just going to pre-drill it and then I'm going to bring it back out. This just makes it easier for me to place it on here evenly. Okay. And then I'm going to take my E6000 I'm going to twist this back out. I'm going to take my E6000 and I'm going to place E6000 all on the bottom of here. This is just so that I'm confident and sure that this will hold along with the screw and this glue. Okay, so now I'm going to begin to screw that on. Okay, so now that I've done that, I have my screw right there and I have that on there and it stands perfectly straight up, so that's how you know it's centered. If you put it on and it kind of wobbles or leans like this, then you know you don't have it centered. Once again, just like my other like my pendant light, you are going to need a bottle cap. I'm using a water bottle cap, and what we want to do is we want to puncture a hole in it. You can take a screw or a screwdriver to kind of puncture a hole in it and wiggle it around. Okay, and now what I'm doing here is I have took my hook and the bottle cap, punctured a hole in it so that when we slide it down, it does like this. Okay, So after we've took that, we've bust that through, what we're going to do is, to keep our ball from busting through the plastic, we're going to use some washers. Now these are washers that I have a tool drawer full of screws, nails, washers. Check your husband's garage, ask your husband, your spouse, your mate, whoever. If not, I don't know if you guys have an Ace Hardware or a hardware store in your location. Here in my state, in the state of Michigan, there is an Ace Hardware here, and I only pay, I think, like 7 cents or 10 cents for these little washers, so you don't have to go and buy a whole pack or anything. I don't know, I'm not sure if Home Depot or Lowe's does that, but I know that my Great Lakes Ace Hardware here does. I only have to pay like 10 cents for a washer. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to place my washer on first at the bottom of the hook, and because of that little, I'm going to place that on, and then I'm going to place my water bottle in there. So 2 washers, and then I'm going to take another washer and place it right there on top. And so what that is going to do, that is going to help keep the ball from sliding through. So how we're going to keep our washers on, I'm going to take a little bit of E6000, and I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this, what I'm doing. I'm going to take a little bit of E6000 and I'm going to place it right here on this part of my washer. Then I'm going to push that down. I'm going to take the top washer and I'm going to put some E6000 right there on the underside. Of the washer. Then I'm going to slide that down. What we're going to do to keep these together while they are drying is we're going to take some of our painter's tape. So I've wrapped it like this just so that I can get my washer flat, and you don't need to worry too much about the inside of that wrapper being flat. So I'm just going to let this dry for right now. I am going to go ahead and give this like a few hours to dry. In the meantime, I'm going to take my glass here and the same spray paint that I used for the pendant lights, that I think it's the Rustoleum frosted glass spray paint. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and give this the coats of spray paint that I want to give it, and then, you know, this will be drying, and then I'll come back after these items are drying to show you guys my next step. Okay guys, I am back and I have painted everything up. I've painted this part right here with paint that I already had. This is the metallic by Rustoleum, and if you guys are wondering like why does she always do gold, well, I try to do things that I can use in my home if I decide to use them in my home, and most of my accent colors in my home are gold. You can spray paint this whatever color you would like, some chrome, aluminum, silver, or make it colorful, pretty. I've also spray painted my base right here with some paint that I had left over. This was the Ace Hardware white, flat white paint. And like I said, I just spray painted this with this, and I had this left over. I went over it with 2 coats. So now it's just plain white. Like I said, you guys, this is a project that you want to do. You can paint it whatever color you want. And I've also painted my glass, the frosted glass spray paint by Rustoleum. So now that I've done that, I'm going to take some E6000 and I'm going to press it. I'm sorry, I'm going to squeeze some E6000 all on the edge here of this cap. And I'm going to be pretty generous with it, so whatever slides on the inside, it'll still, you know, come out. And I want to press it right here in the middle. And then I want to take my painter's tape that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put my painter's tape on it to hold it down while it's while it is drying. Okay guys, I am back and I have allowed this time to dry, so now we can move on to the next step, which is we're going to grab our fasteners. Of course, you guys know this is an old purchase from me, but you can purchase these at the Dollar Tree. But this was an old purchase for me. I did want to use command hooks for this, but I do believe that this will work. Now I'm going to use one of these fasteners, and I am going to, I've already took my light out of the box and I've already placed the batteries in it. And to place the batteries in it, you have to take this little part off right here. This is the part that you will put on your wall or whatnot. So you have to take that off in order to get to your battery backing. So I've already placed my batteries on the back of it, and I'm going to take my hook fasteners. I am going to fasten them together, and I'm going to glue one on the bottom of this. The reason that I'm going to be gluing this fastener strap on, and if you have any command strips, you can cut a little square command strip, is because when I place this in the light, I want to be able to pull it down when I need to change the batteries in it. So if we glue this in, although this slides off, once it's in here, you won't have any room to slide it off. So I'm going to connect my fasteners. Okay, and I'm going to peel one strip off, and I'm going to put some hot glue on it. Place it on right on the back of that square that's already there. Give it a couple of minutes to cool down before you try to pull it apart. Okay, so I'm going to take the other backing off right there and place some glue on that end as well. And I'm going to place my light down in the bottom of that. And press until that cools off. Okay, I think that is cool. So now when I want to take my battery off, I can just unsnap it, and there's the other piece there. And then I just squeeze it back in there. Okay, so now for the last and final step. Now for the last step, that hole that we made earlier, we're going to take this and we're going to slide it through the top end first, where the top hole was, and it's going to come out down the bottom hole. So you may have to do a little bit of forcing, but that's even better. And for this step, if you want, you can glue it down. You don't have to, because it's honestly not going anywhere. Okay, I decided that in order for us to make sure that our foundation, our base is solid, let's go ahead and glue some rocks on it. So I have just different size of these gemstones that you can also pick up from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to kind of decorate the bottom of this just to give it some weight. Okay guys, so yes, so this is my Dollar Tree DIY lamp. For those of you who don't want to do the pendant lights, this is just another idea for you guys. I did go ahead and add these gemstones here that you can purchase from the Dollar Tree. And not only did I end up not liking the look, I think it gave it a different look, but it also added a lot of weight to it. So I mean, another option that I was thinking of, because the bottom of this is open, if you don't want this look here, you can hot glue your gemstones on the other side of this so that they won't be seen, but you'll still have weight at the same time. I decided to do the top because I just wanted to decorate it a little bit. Plus I think it just looks nice with the frosted glass. So what I didn't do was I just stuck that in there, but I am going to go in and I'm just going to put some E6000 all around that hole just to keep this really nice and sturdy up there, so that when we pull our light it won't move. So I'm just going to pull on the string and show you guys. This is the lamp right here. This is our lamp right here. So I just thought that this was a really neat way to add more lighting outside for power outages and spots where you don't have electrical outlets but you need more lighting. Like I said, you guys can do whatever you want to do to make this to your liking. You know, this is just an idea. I just wanted you guys to kind of get the ideal of it. Like I said, spray paint it. If it's going in a girl's room, make it girly. You know, make it yours. That's what I'm trying to say, is make it yours. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys like this video. If you do, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and you're watching, don't forget to hit that loyal button down below and come back for more fun. I really appreciate you guys' time. I really do. I thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Until then, God bless.